Hi, it's Kristen. Welcome back for the next video in our polymer clay earring series. This video is going to be all about how to condition your clay. All right, so this is something that I feel like not many people talk about, but it's definitely a crucial part in making really good quality earrings and earrings that are gonna last for a long time. Just as a reminder, I have a clay earring ebook over on my Etsy shop. I'll link it down below. It goes into all great detail. It's over 25 pages long about how to make clay earrings, all the step-by-step. There's a huge resource list over there. Everything just all in one place. You don't have to wait for these videos to come out. It's all over there, as well as some extra stuff in that ebook. So if you're interested in that, it's still at the introductory price right now, so you can hop over there and grab that. And if you're interested in starting a small business from your home, I have an Etsy shop ebook as well that will walk you through the steps in starting your Etsy shop from scratch. So if you're interested in that, it's also at the introductory price, and I'll have it linked in the description box as well. And, when I first started getting into making the clay earrings, I knew nothing about this, and so I thought I just needed to basically get my chunk of clay to a workable state, like grab it out, and as soon as I could make it flat, it was good. Like I could start creating with it. If it was flat, you know, that's all I needed basically. But as I've learned over the last 6 or 8 months, however long it's been, you really need to condition your clay. So think of it as like any sort of recipe, or you know, something that you're mixing up. You're baking a cake or whatever, and you got all your components. You got the flour and the baking soda and the salt, and then you're putting the eggs in and the milk and oil. And if you just grabbed a scoop out of your bowl when it wasn't mixed up and just like plopped it into the baking pan and put it in the oven, like what's gonna happen? There's gonna be bumps, there's gonna be bubbles, there's going to be, it's gonna be inconsistent all throughout. So that's the same thing with the polymer clay. So it comes in a package and it's all pretty and nice and all one color, so you think it's all mixed and good and ready to go, but it's not. It needs to be conditioned and worked, and using the warmth of your fingers and then just mixing it over on itself, folding it, working it through a pasta machine, or using your clay roller. You need to get the clay to a conditioned state, which will be very soft and pliable. It will kind of stretch a little bit when you pull it. It's not going to just break apart if you pull it gently. And you want to make sure that none of the edges have any brittle pieces or that it's falling off or crumbling. That's an indication that it is not conditioned. So I'm gonna go over how to condition your clay with a clay roller, just like an acrylic roller like this. And then I'm also gonna go over how to do it with a pasta roller. So it's a pretty simple process. Don't let it overwhelm you, but it's a crucial part in making the clay earrings last and be beautiful. So let's just jump right into the video. Before I teach you how to condition the clay with a pasta roller, I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up. It just helps me reach more people, helps more people see my video. And if you would leave me a comment, I would love to know what earrings you're working on, or are you doing it for a business? Are you doing it for just for fun, as a hobby for yourself or your friends or family members? Please leave me a comment down below and let me know. I absolutely love to hear from you, and I respond to every single comment. All right, so for the 2 different ways we're going to be conditioning our clay today, we're going to use an acrylic roller. Also, we're going to use a pasta machine. So this has different settings on the side and a hand crank, and it just attaches to any table or counter, work surface, that kind of thing. I'm using Sculpey Souffle to begin with. So I'm going to show you how to use an acrylic roller first to condition your clay, and then after that I'm going to show you how to use the pasta machine. So I'm just cutting off half of a block here, and I'm going to get it a little bit warmed up in my fingers, just kind of smushing it a little bit so it'll be easier to use the acrylic roller on. The warmth of your hands really helps to kind of break it down and soften it a little bit, and it just makes it easier to roll. So I like to just smush it up, and then we'll put it onto the work surface and get to rolling it with the acrylic roller. All right, let's begin the rolling process with the acrylic roller. I'll have my favorite one linked in the description box down below, as well as this pasta machine. It is pretty inexpensive. A lot of the ones that people recommend are kind of pricey, but I found a really good one for quite inexpensive. So I'll link that in the description box below. But as you can see, I'm just giving it a quick roll back and forth and then folding it over on itself. And that is the way that we are just mixing and blending all the different components of the polymer clay together, so that way it's one nice, cohesive, smooth, conditioned piece of clay. As you can see, the clay is smooth and shiny. It's not brittle or breaking apart. I can also give it a little tug and stretch it just a little bit, and that is a good indication that everything is nice and mixed and it's fully conditioned. All right, let's move over to the pasta machine method for conditioning your clay. I'm just gonna grab the other half of the little Sculpey souffle. I'm gonna set my pasta machine to the thickest setting, which on my machine, that is the highest number. And so I'm gonna get this warm again, just with my fingers and flattening it out just a little bit before I put it in the pasta machine, so that way it'll just go in there a little easier. And then just give it a couple of cranks as it goes through. And then I'm going to fold it on itself, and then we're always going to put the fold down in the pasta machine, make sure it is down, and that will help to not trap bubbles in your clay as you condition it. So I'm just going to keep repeating this process. Fold down into the machine, give it a crank, and then as I go, I'm going to slowly be adjusting the size so it will get thinner and thinner. And that's just a quick way of getting all the particles mixed together, all the components mixed together in the clay, and so it will quickly become conditioned. All right, the clay is stretched out. I got it on the thinnest setting, nice and stretched. So now I'm gonna fold it up and stick it back through on the thickest setting a couple times, and then it'll be ready to make my earrings. Thanks for watching this video today. I hope it was helpful to you. Stay tuned for the other clay earring videos coming up in this series. Make sure you're subscribed and you have my notifications turned on so you'll get a notification every time I upload a video. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.